Ahoy and welcome to this narrowboat adventure. Today is a very special occasion, and as you can probably see by this huge pile of tomatoes which I chopped up earlier, I am cooking the tomatoes grown on my roof today, and I thought I might take you along for the journey. So here are a few of the ones I haven't chopped up. So the ones I've chopped up today were the ones that were so ripe that they were bursting open. And these ones are just the ones that were not quite bursting open and are still ripe for another day, or maybe a salad to go on the side. So this is just going to be like a vegetable pasta, sort of kind of a bolognese, but really something I'm just kind of making up on the cuff. Mostly not putting meat in it because I have a lovely vegetarian coming to lunch. I'm going to start by putting an onion in to fry with some garlic and then some mushrooms. I'm then going to add some aubergine and some leek, and then I'm going to add the tomatoes, and I'm going to leave that to cook off for a while, probably putting in some spices and maybe some wine if I can find some, and then I'm just going to put it with some everyday spaghetti. So you're just basically going to want to chop everything up. First things first, let's get the flame on. I think we're just going to use regular old vegetable oil. So just slosh a bit of that in. And I'm going to put a bit of Nando's peri peri salt, so I can get some flavours in right from the get-go. And my one onion. I'm using quite small onions at the moment, because normally we use like half an onion, and it seemed a better idea to just buy a large bag of smaller onions. Right, so you're going to want to get a bit of oil over all of those onions and get them simmering away in the pan. Yeah, so the tomatoes that this recipe is going to have in it are going to be the tomatoes from the two plants that I bought. I have got some tomatoes appearing on the ones that I grew from seedlings. They're just not quite ready to eat yet. But these ones, definitely these two plants were worth the 80p I paid each for them. They have had a ridiculous amount of tomatoes. I have tried some of the tomatoes already in like salads and stuff, but because we're doing this big trip this month, we've been kind of putting off picking the tomatoes because we thought, well, we should wait until we're in a place where it's a bit more difficult to actually get groceries, and then we'll appreciate them a lot more. One of my favourite things to add to pretty much any dish is Ras El Hanout seasoning, which is, I think it's Moroccan, at least I've seen it in Morocco. It's just a mix of like different spices and is really good to put in any kind of stew. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that. This one is particularly high in aniseed, which is not my favourite, so I'm not going to put too much in, but just enough to get that. Oh, that smells good already. Oh, yum, 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 yum. Right, I'm going to get some water on here. So for those of you that don't live on a boat, don't worry about that strange noise when I put the tap on. It's just the pump from the tap. That's the noise that it means our water is coming through. You always want to listen out for it, because if that noise ever happens when you're not running a tap, then that means you have a leak, probably. So we did have a leak once, and my partner, I'm going to add the garlic in now. My partner went to the bathroom, and the thing made a slightly weird noise, and then I shouted out to him, I was like, "Did you turn the tap on?" And he was like, "Yeah, but nothing's coming out." And I was like, "But I could hear a noise." He was like, "Me too." So then I shouted to him to run through to turn off the fuse in the fuse box that does the pumps, as it's a separate fuse for us. And then we ran around the boat for about half an hour trying to figure out where on earth that noise had come from. I'm going to add the mushrooms now. So, yeah, it was an exciting adventure. It did take a long time to dry out, so we were really glad that we were in when that happened. And that's why we always turn off our electricity when we go out. which is why we don't eat meat that much at home. Hence the fact that I've really struggled to get a video of me cooking meat to you. I've done the mushrooms quite fat for this meal, mostly because I want there to be something kind of meaty in there to wrap your teeth around. I don't want to add any more oil, I'm going to add a touch of water. The leeks and courgettes. Ooh, I could add some wine now. So my mum's trick always was with tomatoey sauces that you should add a bit of honey, because obviously tomatoey things are going to be quite acidic. I don't have a jar of honey, so I'm going to chuck a little bit from this honeycomb in that we got from a really nice shop during Ramadan. They were selling lots of delicious treats that people might want to break their fast with, which we were very pleased to find. Got some really nice dates then too. It's a really good time of year to live in the city, because I don't think you often find that sort of lovely stuff outside of the city so easily. Right, I think there might be room for the tomatoes in there now. Probably enough pasta for 2 people. It's all starting to look very much like it might be ready. So I'm going to start plating things up. We have some cheese ready. This is ready. The pasta's ready. A lot of people prefer to mix the pasta and the sauce together before they plate it up, but that's not how I do things. Okay, so we've got some pasta dishes, very kindly given to me by my sister-in-law. Shout out to Alison. We're going to start with a couple of nice helpings of pasta. I can't be alone in doing this, but I often forget to try food as I'm cooking it. So let's try a little bit. It's good. I want a bit less leek and a bit more tomato in it. There we go. Oh, it kind of tastes like bouillabaisse. This will be really good with fish in it. Yum, 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 yum. For the boys I've known and I've known some. I think this is done. Well, you've seen me try it and it's delicious, and actually I'm glad to see that there is an extra helping left, so my partner can try some when he gets home. So I might just have another little bite. While I let this spoonful cool off, I'd just like to say thank you to Jeff Thompson, my new patron, and if you let me know your address, as I think you may already have done, I will get a keyring off to you momentarily. Oh, let me show you the keyring. I'll leave that on the top there. This is the very floating keyring I plan to send Jeff in the mail, so that's coming away to you soon. if you would like to, you can check me out on Patreon. I'll leave links down below. I'm also going to leave a link for my Facebook, and you can follow me there. So if you want to have notifications on there for when I do new videos, you can see. And yeah, you can also click subscribe down below, and then you'll have notifications on Facebook. And I think they also email you on Google Mail if you have those settings set that way. I'm going to eat this, and then I'm going to say goodbye to you. Yeah, that's delicious. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!